What is going on, guys? Shumble Gaming here with another Starfield Achievement guide. This will be for the Industrialist Achievement, and that is for gathering 500 resources from your outpost. This is a vendor that you can buy resources from in the New Atlantis, right where you first land when you come here. This is a good vendor to know about if you're going to start building outposts or going for your outpost achievement. She sells a ton of resources that you will need in your outposts. So instead of going about and trying to find them or mine them, if you have the credits, this is probably the best way to do it. If you talk to her and go down to resources, again, she offers just about everything you're going to need in order to build the things that we're going to build. If you don't have the credits, of course, the other way to do this is just go about the old-fashioned way, and that is mine resources. But again, I highly suggest talking to this vendor if you have the credits and you're going to go for the outposts. Again, the other way to do this is to use your scanner while you're playing the game or while you're in the environment to find metals, organic resources, and inorganic resources, and all of the above. I do recommend having the geology skill if you're going to do this, because this will allow you to harvest more resources from the environment the more it's ranked up. So again, if you need a certain metal, you can do this by looking at the planets or moons and then scanning, and then looking to the left and you'll see the resources that the planet has. Now that we know how to get resources to start building outposts, you have a decent amount. Again, you're going to need a good amount to start doing this and build all the things we're going to do. We're going to need to build an outpost. And as you can see, when I look around the environment with my scanner, if I'm looking up here, it says lead. That means there is a lead vein here or resource that we can mine. If there's nothing on your scanner, that means that there's nothing there to mine. So we saw that there's lead here with the scanner open. So this is this is gonna be a good spot to build an outpost. So go ahead and plot the outpost. And then what we're gonna wanna need to do is start building extractors. And again, we have to build those extractors on the lead resource. I'm going to go into the overhead view. You do this by hitting the menu button while you're in the build mode. So we're going to go ahead and build an extractor, a lead one, near the lead that we found. This is your first time doing it. You'll get a little bit of a tutorial. But in order to use the extractors, we do need to build a power supply. Depending on the planet you're on, you might not be able to build the wind turbine. Don't build the solar array if you're on a dark planet. It just depends on the planet that you're on. I'm going to build a wind turbine because it produces 10 power, and that is going to be enough power for me to build a second extractor as well. So I'm going to go ahead and build 2 lead extractors. I have 2 on the screen here. Now, you can technically come back to your outpost and keep harvesting the resources from your extractors. If you don't want to do that, I suggest building a storage container, and then we can have the resources go directly from the extractors into the storage container. Again, if you don't have the resources to build a storage container, you could technically just come back here every so often and check on the extractors and actually get the resources out of them. But they do fill up rather quick, so it's kind of annoying. So we're going to build a storage container, and then we're going to connect using the outpost links. You do this by hovering over the extractor and then hitting the right trigger, and we're going to connect them to the storage container. Now, as the extractors are harvesting the lead out of the ground, it's going to go directly into the storage container, and that way we don't have to come back here every so often and actually get the lead out of the extractors. This will save you, of course, a bunch of time. Now, the storage containers do fill up. They don't fill up quick, but as you can see, I came back here and the storage container had about over 100 lead. Now, if you're just going for the achievement, you're already over 1/5 of the way there. And what you could do is you could just grab the lead out of the container and then drop it on the ground and then just come back 4 more times and just get the achievement. If you actually want to save the lead, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to build a transfer container, and you're going to have to build a landing pad in the outpost so that you can transfer the lead that is in your storage container or whatever resource that you're harvesting to your ship. Obviously, you cannot carry 100 pounds worth of lead or whatever resource you have. So you'll have to build a transfer container, and then you'll have to build the landing pad, and then go into your ship. And then once you're in your ship, you can find the cargo hold. It'll be different depending on the type of ship that you have. For me, it's up top. This is the UC prison shuttle that you get during the Crimson Fleet storage mission. hit X on the cargo hold to go into transfer, and then you can go over to the outpost, and you'll see all of the resources in the outpost. You can transfer that over into your ship, or again, if you don't really care about using the resources, you can just pick them up and then drop them on the ground every time the container is full. The achievement will unlock as you're playing through the game once you do hit 500 total resources. Hope this video did prove helpful. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe if it did. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.